Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, those that fuck with the BOTB show and those that don't but should. Uh, I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother, my partner, my co-host, Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you?
I ain't shit. You already know what it is. The hump day happy hour tap in. We here.
Indeed, indeed. I was just thinking, man. Last week was kind of crazy. Um,
Hey, big brother.
what's happening? How you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hustling, survive good times.
Yeah, that's all good, I guess, right?
I mean, that's all it can be. It can only
It
be
could
what
be
it can
worse.
be. It can always be worse.
That's so good. That's so funny. It's good to see you, friend. Good to see you
Absolutely.
both.
Absolutely. I was just about to tell my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, Shannon Sharp had a hell of a year, right?
Yeah.
And then this dude, Sharon Moore, and you don't have to follow sports. But Sharon Moore was the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
I've heard something about him. Go ahead.
Huge school, great job, $5 million plus a year, in charge of this eminent program in America. He threw it away for some white buns.
Right.
And all I could think is Shannon Sharp is like, thank God.
Right. They don't put somebody else in the firing
He said,
line.
you know what? They'll forget. They for sure gonna forget about me now.
We ain't never gonna forget about you, Shannon.
Oh my
Your
God.
scandal was too dirty. We could never forget about you.
Oh my God. It's
Interesting,
just
right? It's you wonder to yourself, and this is y'all show, so but I'm just saying you wonder to yourself sometimes, right? Are we really built for monogamy? When you have somebody who has it all, he's not the only one. I mean, come on, he's in the long list who has it all and has risked it for 5 minutes of something that has been around. They've been getting cake since college, since high school, since college. It's nothing new. It's not forsaken. It wasn't the forbidden fruit. You get it all the time. What's the problem?
I do think monogamy is. I think there was a point in my life where nah, nah. I was definitely under the my body reacts whether my mind does or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how you try to justify it to yourself when you're young. You feel me? But you meet people, you hopefully exchange the proper energy with somebody, and you can become monogamous. But I don't think it's designed. I don't think monogamy is by design.
I think it is by design because honestly, when you look at what's going on in the world in terms of like this same story, this same movie, and you ask the same question, it's real simple, right? You got it all. Why would you cheat over something that's just a physical reaction? But that's what it is. It's a physical reaction. And the whole thing is everybody's been feeling it. Everybody feels it. Everybody has felt it. But it's a bad thing. Be ashamed because you're in a relationship or because you like somebody. You're not allowed to feel physically, and so it's kind of like they want to tamper those feelings down and they wanted to tamper the bad behavior of acting on those feelings. But as we can see, that doesn't always work, even when you have a lot to lose.
A tremendous amount to lose. And you already like it was just weird. Like you got a white wife at home. And I think that's what would be most upsetting to black people. It's
Yeah.
not that you cheated, it's that you cheated with a five or a six. You know what
But
I'm
that
saying?
just, but that just goes to show it's not. And men have told me this so many. It's not over the looks. It's not over the body. It is literally acting on that physical desire and the opportunity to do so. If a man or a woman are given the opportunity to act on their desires, they will do so. And in doing so, right, all you're doing is following your natural reaction as a human being. I think this is the wild part, right? And I'm not justifying cheating. But let's be clear. We've all been in good situations where I got this great person and I'm still eyeing dude over there, or you know what I'm saying, taking phone calls that I shouldn't be taking, or because it's just this physical need to be wanted and desired. It's a physical need to see something beautiful and feel a way. I do
For
as a woman.
$5 million a year, girl, you can't touch me. I don't give a fuck what my dick do. For $5 million a year, I'm gonna be faithful till I ain't got $5 million a year no more.
So is it one of
At
those
the
things
very
where you could
least,
do anything that's outside of my body? You're like, my penis could do what it want to do. So
no,
you touch that, but don't touch me. Like, I'm just trying to get the rules clear here. Don't touch.
I'm married. I'm saying, like hypothetically, I'm married. I got this great position doing something that I love. That is not stocking groceries. That's not driving a Mack truck, and I'm not diminishing those occupations. Some of those occupations pay you well.
Yeah,
None of
absolutely.
those occupations pay you $5 million freaking dollars a year.
Correct. Correct.
In a time where this is the set you free shit, you around here putting babies in motherfuckers randomly and ordering Plan Bs through DoorDash.
Yeah.
Allegedly, we don't know if the
Okay.
Plan B through DoorDash is
For
factual.
$5 million a year, he was ordering Plan B's through DoorDash.
For $5 million a year, you should have paid
Somewhere.
somebody. You should have paid somebody to shut the hell up.
Well, but and you said it before. Once you reach a certain status, so if you have money before the marriage, it's different than you having money after the marriage. If you have money before the marriage, it's more likely a business transaction. So $5 million a year, he's also thinking about if he's not gonna get caught, but if he does, what is he giving up? He
Right.
can't walk away.
And is there a prenup? Because
That's
if
what I'm
there's a
saying.
prenup, the prenup allows me to kind of do what I want. So this, unless it's not written in there, knowing what I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
So, but really, it's
He,
just greed.
But
It's just greed.
Tiger Woods' wife, she got 30 million?
I
Something
think he
crazy.
gave it. I think Tiger Woods was like, just go and get up. Like, you caught me, get the
Yeah.
fuck on.
But that's
He
what I'm
had so much money, he was just like, I don't want no problems.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the business transaction part.
But
Like,
that's the thing. Like, if you are, we talk about tricking if you got it, you know, you don't pay a hooker to sleep with you. You pay them to leave. Why are you not doing your due diligence if you not leaving your wife? If you are just,
he
trying
can't
to get one
he
off,
can't afford to leave her. That $5 million ain't a lot. If he can't afford to leave her.
well,
It's not.
don't fuck
It's
with
not.
nobody don't fuck with somebody that you work with.
Man, how many you done worked in an office job, bro? You done fuck office what they say office jobs,
We not
hospitals.
talking about me. We not talking about me.
No, I'm talking
There's 7 zeros that take him out of the conversation.
We
I
not
didn't
talking
mean
about me.
I didn't mean okay, I
Now
ain't
go
talking
ahead.
about
Go
you
ahead.
specifically, but there's all types of reposts of jobs. You don't mess with somebody, warehouse jobs, the office jobs, the hospitals. I mean, it is what it is. He's at a predominantly white school, making $5 million a year, telling other rich white kids what to do.
I mean, look at the Boston Celtics coach dude.
Yeah.
He walked into this cushy position. He had the
Yeah.
baddest chick in the game wearing his chain. And what did he do? Cheat with the owner's wife or one of the co-owners' wives. Like, honestly, it's just reckless behavior. And it's not good decision making across the board. But sometimes you gotta, fall off the ledge with the bad decision making before and you know what's so funny? I will say this: he will get back up.
Oh yeah.
Like all of this is a smudge, but he will be coaching next year somewhere else. Maybe not 5, but he'll be getting 3
I don't know.
million
He gonna be
with all of
coaching
the
at a high
perks.
school in Alaska. That's where he gonna be.
Yeah, he's only 37, and everything's microwave. You give it 2 years, most people ain't gonna remember it.
At
He
all.
ain't going to court yet. He gonna do some time, cuz.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna do. That's what I'm saying. He only 37. He
So
only
who
37.
is wait, so I didn't get all the facts. So who is he having an affair with? Is somebody underage?
His executive administrator, somebody that reports to him directly.
Oh, she
So where
reported.
is he going to jail? What is he going to jail for?
He's going to jail for assault, I believe.
He threatened to
Like
kill himself. Yeah, he
he
threatened
threatened
to
to
kill.
kill himself, but he
Yeah.
ran up on her first
Oh Lord.
at her house.
This is
So
what I'm
no,
talking
he
about. You're just making bad decisions, worse
Bad decision.
decisions. Why though? Do you think there may be drugs in play? And I only ask that because no sensible man is going to compromise all of this.
I think
B.Luv, it
his wife
was
was gonna get part of that $5 million. That's his salary. He didn't want to go that. If you're not making
it
that much
was too
money,
late though.
it
At a
was
certain
too late.
point, it's too late for you to react the way that you did. So
Right.
we just regular people, football fans, whatever, sitting down watching the ticker. Comes up, University of Michigan head coach Sharon Moore is being fired for cause.
Wow.
Nobody says nothing. It's just a firing. It's football.
Right.
An hour later, they was like, "Yeah, Michigan State Police and
Yeah.
Ann Arbor." Like, I was like, "How you go from fired to arrested? What the?" And that's when everything came out about about his actions towards this administrative executive assistant and him threatening to kill himself.
But let me
Wow.
ask you, do y'all believe black celebrities they turn the notch up when it comes out? When stuff like that comes out, white celebrities do that all the time. White coaches do that shit all the
I'm
time.
not gonna do
White
that this time. I
no,
love to champion the black cause.
no, I'm talking about to turn it up a notch. I'm just talking about how the info gets out.
Um, I definitely think that they rush to provide shit that doesn't have anything to do with anything. But in his particular case, he is just wrong.
Oh yeah, he's
And
Yeah.
wrong.
sometimes we gotta be, as black people, be able to be like,
Yeah,
he
there's
wrong.
right and wrong. That's it. Like sometimes there's people want to put things in gray areas. It's like, no, you're wrong. Now, besides the fact that you're married, let's just you taking on the responsibility of a job with so many eyes and so many young men looking up to you and women looking up to you. So let's start with that. And I'm so tired of hearing, well, it's not my responsibility to be a parent. You took on a job that comes with hero status, role model status. There's a responsibility for that. And the fact of the matter is, you've taken that responsibility, you've abused it as an employer, knowing damn well women are going to come for you. We know this. This is athletes. Women are going to come for you. So, you as a man, to your point, Jay, you get to a point where it's like, not just anybody could touch me. And it's damn sure not going to be no admin that's going to ruin my whole life and my career for what? For something that I can get, not just at home, but let's just be honest, anywhere. Why? This is the thought process. Do you think there's a self-sabotage component to this? Where maybe he felt like he was untouchable?
Wow.
Like where he
So
was
you call
like,
that self-sabotaging? You would call that self? I'm just asking. You would call that self-sabotaging? If you
I
feel
don't
well,
disagree
untouchable?
with that.
I say
Huh?
self-sabotage because you know that there's a cost to this. Like, I don't care who you are, everybody gets touched. So you know there's a cost to this. So it's almost like I don't believe I am who I am, like that self-imposter syndrome. I don't even believe I am who I am. So this is kind of like touching that water, like I'm just human type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like putting it at risk.
I think some black men, white women is their kryptonite. I just, you love who you love, and it shouldn't matter what they look like. However, I think some black men are stupid when it comes to some of these white women. That's what I think. Um, I don't know if it's the black women that you grew up with made you dislike them or despise them or feel a certain kind of way. Like Shannon Sharp is from a place where that shit not supposed to happen. Like he from the deep dark country where that's a talking point to your young black men. Like
Right.
you go out here and you mess with these girls. Hey, look, you mess with these white girl, be careful. Everybody remember Emmett Till, like real shit. Like that's a conversation.
Right.
And for some of them dudes, I really be feeling like they don't feel like they made it until.
Got you. Got you. And it's
Because there's
interesting
no
because
reason.
it's
There's no reason for Shannon Sharp to have lost the kind of money that he lost to get his rocks off. You literally was just getting your rocks off.
that's it.
The thing I don't agree with Shannon is whenever you watch this show, he's always telling somebody else he's not spending no money. But yet one of the talking points was you spent $25,000 to clap no cheeks because it said she ain't had no ass. But you wouldn't. So you go on shows and you say you're not buying women shoes, purses, and stuff like that. But yet technically came out that you offered $25,000 for some bony booty.
Right.
You
What I'm
can't
saying, it contradicts everything you say. And as black women looking at you, because you're always talking about your grandmother.
you can't act out your slave fantasy for
Yeah.
a hot and ready. Like that race play shit, that shit it's, it's like BDSM. Like that's a specialty. You gotta pay for that. You feel me?
Right.
And this is not experience. We not talking about me.
Right.
This is just commentary.
I don't know. That felt a little personal, but
I don't know about I don't know about these things in these situations where men enjoy the company of a certain type of woman to do certain activities. I just be doing what God told me to do. God said missionary, and that in the eyes of God is what it is. I don't have no race based thing that I need to get off.
He got
You
puppets
feel
in the
me?
closet. He got little puppets. he got puppets and costumes.
Thank you for the clarification. See how Golda came flying out?
Oh my God.
Dirt, cut right real quick because
It's man, we just live in such a crazy time where people
and talk about it.
like I really appreciate the push on mental health, but I also feel like this push on mental health has come with people losing sight of pride and not identifying with shame no more. They just have an excuse to do or say what they like. They try to justify their actions with trauma after they get caught.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
So it's just weird. But I was sitting there thinking earlier today, and we can get off of that shit. But I was just sitting there like, Shannon Sharp probably was at home like, yes.
Finally, they kept
I'm-
saying it was only going to take a day or two. It took all year. They kept saying it'll be something new next week, but it wasn't.
It took a little while, but we got one. What about the Rob Reiner shit? Did you hear about that?
I think I'm kind of in shock. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but there's certain people or celebrities, I guess from an era in time, like when I hear that they pass, it just kind of is like family, right? And when I heard the name, I always think of Archie Bunker. I always think of the son on Archie Bunker, and he's done so much since that, but that's who I go to. I'm just in shock. Like, I think when you're talking about the world we live in and the mental health and all of this stuff, we're living in precarious times where right now you can't trust when we say nobody. You talking about nobody, like not even your own, because what I'm realizing, and I'm even seeing, within my own dynamic, is how much influence these kids have by everybody else. And there's no reinforcement of when grandma and grandpa speak, when uncle and auntie speak, when mommy and daddy speak. There's no talk back. There's like that line of respect, and we knew it. And now it kind of feels like I could do whatever I want. I could say what I want. I could do what I want. So there's no breaks. There's no breaks on these kids at all. And it's interesting because I guess maybe being young grandparents, it kind of feels like we've taken hands off a little bit. Well, it's the kids and let them handle their kids. And I was just having this conversation yesterday. I said my parents were always a part of my kids' upbringing. My parents always had a say so in my kids' upbringing. And when Uma and Umpa said so, whether I disagreed or not, if they gave a marching order, which trust me, I didn't have to co-sign anything. It was like that. But if they gave a marching order, I'm co-signing it. So I don't get this. Y'all can do what you want, say what you want to whoever you want. That's fine if you want to, but that comes at a cost with me, because I'm old school. And try it if you want.
Yeah, I think that's the. Oh, I was saying that is the difference. Like when we got in trouble with our parents, it didn't matter if you went to your aunt and uncle. It's like whatever your parents say. Now in this day and age, you have to let them get it out. That's something I'm learning with my daughter. I do have to let her get her emotion and frustration out. But in the senses, it's like I'm still the parent.
Right.
Like I don't want nobody to I don't want nobody to think that I'm saying or doing whatever I'm doing in a negative light. Mm-hmm. But in a sense, I do have to understand we can't raise them the same. But in a sense, like it's so much co-signing. Like these kids will tell you that they feelings hurt. Mm-hmm. But my thing is that's life. That's part of the growing up process. Right. Because the kids that aren't feeling this hurt at a young age, they're displaying a lot of aggression later.
Right.
So
because they never got hit with any kind of adversity.
Exactly.
Our parents are the boomers. I'm Generation X, 76. The boomers did not have time to raise Generation X. We were the latchkey kids. We were the ones that was like, okay, we didn't even know it was freedom. We just thought that our parents was at work and we knew we could not burn down the house. Yep. We knew we were supposed to take the chicken out. Like we had responsibility due to the sacrifices that the baby boomers have to make. So when I'm scrolling on social media, I always kind of laugh at the generation wars. This is what I call them. You know what I'm saying? You'll see the TikTok from Gen Z or what they call these new motherfuckers. I don't know. Millennials, Gen Z.
Yeah.
I think millennials is older than Gen Z. Okay.
After Generation X is millennials, and then after that is the Gen Z.
So because we had grown up responsibilities at 8, 10, 12, 15 years old, because we were not allowed to talk back, because we had to follow those rules, I think we're the generation that was like, I'm not going to do it like they did it.
Yeah.
And that is the overcorrection, because while it's not cool that your parents didn't give you space to grow, they made you more prepared for what reality was as an adult.
Period.
We, on the other hand, did not want to do that to our kids, and we gave our kids everything, and now the kids are like, you were supposed to do that, fuck you.
Exactly. So that basically is our fault, just so you're saying it's our fault.
I've always said that.
And me too, and I've said it too. The problem is, where is the balance in the, I didn't raise you like that, but there's still principles that I don't care what it is. There's a respect for adults. There's a respect for the elderly. There's just certain things. There's the please and the thank yous, and there's just certain things that are just, they go without saying. I don't care what generation you come from. And we were raised as a family. If I remember pulling a flower out of my neighbor's yard, coming home from my mama, that neighbor followed me right home. Told my mama, because where I grew up in St. Albans, Queens. They had, these were black old homeowners, and they took pride in their yard and their homes, and you know what I'm saying. So you gonna come along and pluck my little flower and not ask my permission? Follow me right home. Told my mama, mind you, the flower was for her. told my mama I took her flower, and my mom tore my ass up all the way down the street, right? Because that's how we got down. And we got down at a time where even if the neighbor tore your ass up down the street for something you did and brought you home, you was getting a double beating, right?
Right.
It was just accountability. And these kids,
And
you don't want to give these kids no accountability. It confuses me greatly. You're doing them no justice
You
when
know,
it comes to the future.
what I don't like is that structure that we're talking about online. People be like, "That's slave mentality. We can't do these kids like that." But it's structure
It's
also.
structure.
When and it's an old saying, when parents started becoming the kids' friends, because we didn't want that slave mentality, but people labeled it as slave. People are like, man, my kid ain't no slave. My kid ain't no slave. But you need some type of structure, whether you're a single mother raising kids or you're a single father raising kids. You have to have some type of structure. And fear is part of that structure. Just like we go to work because we're in fear of losing our job.
Exactly.
These kids have no fear because there's always somebody to tell them it's okay. You're supposed to. You're owed this. You're supposed to get this. The participation award. When we lose, we lose. There's no trophy for losing.
Exactly. Everybody is a winner now. Like, I'm like, no, everybody is not a winner. It's just that. That means you won. That means there was a challenge. That means there were multiple people. That means you won the challenge. And I think we do our kids a disservice if you continue to feed into that. And I'm very much on the fence because as a young grandma, you know what I mean? I'm at the point where my kids now where I'm like, all right, y'all adults. My mother, bless her heart, used to have a saying. My mother was the most outspoken. She gonna tell you what it is. She don't care if you like it or not. But she got to a point in her life where she was like, you know what? But mind your business, Ramona. Like, she gonna say what she gonna say, and then she gonna end it with mind her business. Because at the end of the day, I realized that I have no power over this. I have no control over this. I can say what I want to say, but guess what? I'm still gonna say what the hell I want to say. It is my job as a grandmother to protect my grandkids. It's my job as a mom to protect these kids. The biggest fight in my house right now, or the biggest fight that I have with my daughter, is my 4-year-old grandson on these watching YouTube. And in the past week, he's using words like kill and die. And I'm like, excuse me. He had the audacity to twist his lips up yesterday and talk about mind your business. I said, boy, I'm about to give you some business to mind. And there is no correction because it's all being read as cute. But there's this hangman challenge that's out there too. Let's talk about social media. They got a chokehold on your kids. There's this hangman challenge going on right now that's convincing these kids to hang themselves written within these YouTube little videos. They're telling them to kill themselves, and nobody's paying attention because it looks cute and it's in cartoon form. Now, I am paying attention. I'm listening to the words. I'm listening to what's being said, because at the end of the day, nobody can come to me and tell me anything like, well, we just weren't. No, I'm telling you.
Right.
The danger has never changed. The danger's always been there. But social media and the internet has left those doors wide open to the point where people are knocking on somebody's door talking about, I'm here for your 6-year-old kid.
And confident about it. Like, you did this shit on purpose. You drove 3-4 hours on purpose?
And no. You know you're talking to a little kid. And you letting it happen, parents. So Roblox is notoriously known to be a pedophile playground, and you still allow your child to play with. Is it me? What are we doing?
We can't. We have been advised not to chastise children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get it. Don't beat your kids. I get it.
Right.
Don't chastise your kids for shit that they do wrong. That's where my confusion came in. It's like, you told him not to do X, Y, Z. As soon as he left you, he did X, Y, Z, starting back over at 8.
Okay.
And you acted like no big deal.
Right. No accountability.
At the end of the day, Again, I don't believe that all kids learn by physical beating or violence. I don't think that's it. But also, we got to stop letting these kids off the hook, which is more of it than it's not.
Yep.
It's like you let some doctor that met your kid and did a 30-minute assessment give you drugs and tell him this is the reason why he's doing it, and it's really okay.
Right.
But we lived for how many thousands of years before Ritalin?
Well. Let's talk about what's creating those kids, because that's the other thing. Parenting. Maybe we should label this show "Parenting 101" because really what we're talking about is the basics of parenting. A lot of what's going on today is what's being put into the food that these kids are eating. These processed, these mac and cheese that they love, this McDonald's that does not go sour, does not go bad when you can leave it in your car for a year and go back and have that chicken nugget and it'll be as flavorful as the year you bought it. None of these things all of these things that are hindering the way that they're ADHD, all the autism, all of these things that before used to be one in a few hundred kids is now 1 in 10 to 15. And there's more to it. And when you tell them, they don't want to hear it. It's almost like the co-parenting deal that they're selling today is get pregnant, have this great baby shower, because that's what it starts with, the first party. Let's have this. You're gonna have this great baby shower, and then after you have this baby shower, you get to take this little cute baby home, right? But nobody's
Gender reveal, baby shower.
After the baby shower, right? You get to take this cute baby home, but guess what? This night you're not gonna sleep pretty much for a whole long time. You have to teach them. You have to show them, because that's our job. That's why nobody can ever come to me and tell me, don't tell my such a... No, I'm going to say what the hell it is I have. It is my responsibility as a parent and as a grandmother to teach my kids the right and the wrong thing to do. And I'm sorry if that offends your sensibilities, but I'm not concerned about your sensibilities. I'm concerned about the upbringing. I have 2 young princes that are going to be kings one day, who cannot be those dudes talking about, well, what are you bringing to the table? And let's do this 50-50. That's not the men that I'm raising. Those are not the men that I'm bringing up. So, yeah, no, I'm going to have an opinion. Sorry. And you can do what you want with it, but...
Right. And that's the thing that happens when these kids go off and do, messed up things as young adults and then adults. The first thing they do is go back to their childhood.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing they do.
And everything is recordable now. You are, from the moment you were born today, you are on paper. They know everything about you, every doctor's visit, every part of that visit, everything you do, every school record, every immunization. We could skate back in the days. You could fly under the radar. You can't fly under any radar today.
Absolutely.
What's crazy also is outside is not as safe as it was when we were growing up. And that's the other issue. Like, we try to...
I don't think that.
Well,
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, social media has so much influence on other people's kids.
Yeah.
That when they come outside, they're doing the reckless shit too.
Yeah.
Like, our reckless shit was riding a bike with no brakes. Our reckless shit was running, playing football on the street, playing close to the sidewalk. There was the outside influence wasn't as crazy. Like, you gotta think, if other people had a TV, some people had cable, some people didn't. Some people had the radio, some people didn't. Like you said, all these social media content, the YouTubes, the TikToks, all these things these kids are absorbing and they're seeing, you might be protecting your kid, but somebody else might not protect their kid. So they're doing the hang challenge that you're talking about. They're introducing something to your kid that your kid has never seen or heard because you try to keep them close. Like, back in our time, to have access to somebody outside your city, you had to go through a phone call, you had to wait on the phone and all that. Now these kids are like, I can send my daughter outside, another kid's coming down the street with a tablet. No.
Right. Right.
No. Right. Y'all go play tag. Y'all go do something else.
I think it's different. We was the latchkey kids, cuz you could literally go as far as your bike could take you.
Yeah.
That could be 200 feet or that could be 20 miles.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
So
were real crash test dummies. Like that's what nobody really understands. Let's for real.
right,
We were here for the microwave. We were here. God knows what damage that has done. We
Oh
were
man.
here, we were here for the TV, computers, the internet, all of these things that we were a part of being, from beginning to end. Some people walked
right.
into it. We were here beginning to end, but in that there's microplastics, there's radiation, there's all this stuff. Even to your point, man, we jump on those bikes and roll out. We going to the park. We going wherever. We were not thinking about danger. But the one
Right,
thing that I know is that when we did hang as a clique, we all knew one thing. Y'all all got each other's back.
right.
Y'all make sure y'all not doing nothing too crazy. And if somebody does, you pull the other one off the ledge and be like, not today, because I know about me. My mama's going to kill me. So if something happens to you, it's going to be an issue for me. So we got to get home in one piece,
You have to be more intentional about your interaction with your kids,
Yeah.
about the way you raise your kids.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of us are stopping with the tablet, with the Nintendo Switch, with the quick fast microwave pop in dinners, um, or just I know people that ain't been in their kids' room. Like you'll never just look in there. You just like I get it. I get it. I come from a different time.
Me too.
But also, they're in your house. They could be building anything in that motherfucker. They could be hiding anything in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You talk to that psychopath or not talk to them. You take them to school. You bring them home from school. They go in a room. You see them when it's time for school again.
You're not
The,
exaggerating.
the least you can do is look in there.
No.
But
And
And
I
they
don't understand why. I guess for me, it's like it was okay. So I kind of feel like after 1989, the common sense box, whoever was on the watch when it came to these kids, creating them, they must have changed shifts because there's boxes missing. Shit like common sense and just things that you'd be like, you. So you really didn't understand that this trash can right here, that when it gets full, you just gotta close it, take it out, take it to the car. There's just common sense type of stuff. And I'm like, somewhere after that, it's like the parents check the fuck out too. Like, so this is how they're selling the parents package. Again, go back to the baby shower. After you have the kid, you get the platinum Apple iPad with the headphones and the phone, because we got to train them early. We're going to get Miss Rachel and Blippy on deck. Couple of cocoa melons and shark whatever, just to see what we could play with. And your kid is now hooked. And now you get to do what you want. And your kid is now being mind fed by a bunch of stuff that you're not paying attention. It's a little cartoon, right? How harmless could this little cartoon be until it's telling your kid to hang itself? I cannot be one of those people who's going to be like, oh my God, I kept telling y'all. I can't be one of those people who's watching you running across the train tracks with the speeding train and be like, your parents will get to it. It's just not my job. That's not how it works. Part of parenting is you always a parent. You're always a grandparent. And it's always our job to teach our kids. That's how we learn. It's our job.
I was gonna ask you, like, what do you see in your daughter as far as traits you've given her that you liked and traits that you're like, hey, you gotta do better than that?
That's a good question because I only have one daughter. She's the love of my life, but Lord knows we was the one who messed it up. We was the one.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, some parents, they want to be their kid's best friend, and it might work when they're 14, but when they're 21, 22, like you can't be, because like you said, you gotta let your daughter know how to raise another child.
Right.
So some of these parents, yeah.
I also have to fall back because their parenting style is different. So to answer your question, the one thing that I love about my daughter, she has this amazing ability to make everybody feel special. That's like such a gift of hers that I love. But one of the things that I wish she would do better is It's okay to be you don't have to be the good parent all the time. It's okay to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay to say no, and it's okay to say no and let them have a moment. You know what I mean? And let them come back and let them know I love you. The love I have for you is unconditional, but it doesn't come in this marker, this toy, this that's not what this is about. This all of this is a byproduct of what life is about. You're supposed to be a good human being. You're supposed to treat people good. You're supposed to be polite. You're supposed to have manners. You want to be a little loud? Be a little loud, but be polite with it. You want to be quiet? Be quiet, but be polite with it. And just so I can't I don't co-sign the selfish kind of the lack of accountability, but I started that trend. So now I'm in a place where I have to find a balance of put your input where you can put it, mind your business, Ramona, when you need to. But when it comes to my grandsons or any of my grandkids, just know you I'm not gonna say do what you want over there, but know that when you come over here, this ain't changing.
Right.
These rules, these boundaries, this is not changing. So you can act crazy when your mama get here, but these rules are not changing with me. You know what I mean? So, and I think that that's the only thing that we could really do if we want to be in that position, because it is our job to teach these kids. That's how we learn. Whether it was right or wrong, whether it was good or bad.
I don't think it's what we talk about all the time. It's like it's the amount of we had very limited choices, and now they have a million bad choices that they can make.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We could only do what our parents allowed us to do at that time. You know what I'm saying? And it's because there wasn't a whole lot. We had 3 channels. If you had a VCR, if you had cable, whatever the case may, even all of that came later.
Right.
For us, like as far as being a kid, don't just be running around the house kicking shit off my coffee table.
Yeah,
don't try to climb up the curtains. And if you do try to climb up the curtains and I throw whatever at you that I have in my hands reach, those are the consequences of your action.
Period.
What happened to consequence? We have excused everything that they do for the sake of not being mean.
A bad parent.
That and I'll say the last 10 years, when parents started realizing that shit's a like and a love.
Man.
Because they're recording everything and then they're putting it on social media.
Yep.
And they're getting clicks, they're getting likes and loves and icons and paid for content now that they're actually using their kids.
Yep.
And the adults are acting like kids now, so there's that too.
If you're one that believe in spankings or whatever, why record it and put it on social media? If it's a disciplinary, if you're trying to do discipline, why put that on social media?
Right.
Why put your kid cursing another grown person out on social media?
Yep.
Why tell your kid, if we get in a fight back in the day, you go hit him back. Why are you recording you telling your child to go punch another kid back and putting it on social media? Why is social media part of the parenting when it comes to discipline, praise?
Because we can't stop doing what we're doing. The only thing that's gonna make people put the phone down is when the shit is happening to them. You feel me? People would much rather record some traumatic bullshit than to help.
Exactly.
It's just weird, man. Like, we got to do better with these kids. I saw a video the other day. And she was laughing about it, and I get it was kind of funny. She told her son to put a light bulb in the refrigerator. She opened up the refrigerator because the light bulb is still in the pack, sitting on the fucking shelf.
Mm.
It's funny, but it's not freaking funny.
Listen.
Like it's hot on the bottom. That hot on the bottom shit is real. Like there's no critical thinking anymore. Like they not go grab that off the stove. You see smoke and fucking fire coming off of it. You about to grab this shit with your hands. Nobody should have to tell you that over the age of 6.
The common sense thing, I'm telling you, somebody is not checking that box with these kids, and that's what you're seeing. And we as adults who look, y'all know we be able to go out and do the grocery shopping. There was nothing that our parents could not give us to do that we would not be able to clean the backyard, mow the lawn, go grocery shopping, come back, defrost the chicken, season it, throw it in the fridge. Come on, like you know what I mean? But
And if
those
you
were
didn't
things.
do it right, they was gonna chastise the fuck out you, dumbass. Now that's not cool. It's not cool.
Okay.
It's not cool that your mama called you a dumb dummy.
Those were the
What?
corrective actions back then. It was like calling you a name was the corrective action. You know what I mean? And trying to
I
embarrass
was a dumb dummy. You know what I'm
you.
saying? I don't feel like that now.
I don't,
She stopped me from feeling like a dumb dummy by calling me a dumb dummy.
sounds like it balanced out for you.
Man,
You found the middle of the road on that one.
they'll never know the trauma of working in the event that you have a male figure in your life. Hey, come here. Hold this. All you got to do is hold it. And if you can't hold it right, your ass ain't shit.
Boy, man, you know how many times I was holding that damn flashlight for Stokes and opening beer cans and the pants and shit. Dad too, man. You right, boy. That was traumatizing.
But it's life lessons,
It is, but hold a flashlight steady at a young age.
especially when you don't even know what they're working on. They just said, "Come hold a flashlight."
And when they get frustrated, it just puts more tension in there.
Right. It ain't even the light ain't even the fucking problem. They just can't do what they went in there to do, and you the victim of it.
Oh man.
But if we don't learn, if we don't learn, we see the results of not being able of people not being able to handle adversity.
Yeah.
We see
Yeah.
the results of it.
Yeah. When it's crunch time, uh, when it's time to perform at your best, yeah, these kids would rather just be like, all right, I'm good. Like that, but you about to fail, but you ain't got to fail. And I'm not talking about just school. I'm just talking about on whatever you're trying to construct or deconstruct or trying to achieve. If it's close to the end of the finish line and they looking at the ratio of them not be able to complete this percentage, them not be able, many of them will just be like, all right,
But
like
even with the school shit, you done went all motherfucking quarter. You had an assignment due week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. The quarter is about to end. They'll still let them turn it in. They won't give them a 0.
yeah, yeah,
Failure is a part of life that is not going to change no matter how you fucking feel about it. You're
yeah,
going to not get the job. You're going to break the glass casserole dish. You're going to fail at certain shit just because sometimes that's it.
yeah. But you know they're looking. Many kids are looking on YouTube or TikTok, and they're hearing people say, "You can achieve this. You can achieve this." No, that's not for everybody. You are not going to achieve everything. I don't care if people be like, "Yeah, everything I said I achieved." Nah, you failed at something. Now you
Right.
might not want to tell that part, or you might not want to accept that part, but you failed at something. I don't care if it was I don't care if it was you said you were gonna take a shower and be in the bed by 9:30. It's 9:45. You failed because you didn't make it.
Pretty
And
much.
the reason why you didn't make it caused you not to perform well at a job interview the next day. That's all I'm saying. Like people make it seem like. And I listened to something today, not like I'm putting it together like that, but everybody's not this. There's a janitor. Somebody needs to be a janitor.
Right. Not a rapper.
Not a
Listen,
rapper.
we don't need no more rappers.
Well, somebody needs to clean bathrooms.
Somebody need to be able to fix the toilet.
Somebody needs to be able to fix a toilet. Everybody's not meant to be a boss. Everybody's not meant to go to a 4-year college. Everybody's not meant to go to a technical school. Your roles in life are based on choices and opportunities. And like you said, these kids got so many choices and so many opportunities. They don't know how to filter it out and be like, I need to focus on this because this is who I am, or this is what I truly like. Not because my friends like it, not because media like it, because I like it.
Or because their parents got enough money.
Yeah, that too.
You got a motherfucker that's terrible. We know they terrible at basketball at 15. They so terrible at basketball at 15, you know they ain't gonna get no better. But because their parents got enough money to buy the coach out, you know what I'm saying? They can buy the new uniforms for the team. They can rent the charter bus so they can go play a game.
Personal trainers.
You know, all that shit. And like, come on, girl. I knew I wasn't gonna be a pole vaulter. It wasn't nothing that was gonna make me a pole vaulter. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but I would say I wish I did. I wish I did take certain chances when it comes. Like you said, I knew I would be no pole vaulter. Now, should I have tried? I might have liked it.
Right.
The reason why I say that, wrestling.
Right.
I was poster wrestler since 7th grade. 7th grade, and come for wrestling team. 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, I finally did it, and I realized I actually loved that.
Right.
Just football.
Right.
I talk shit about Target all the time. Some days I'll be like, you know what? I wish I kind of stuck it out. The reason why I didn't stick it out, but it's just certain things through life. You be like, I wish I would have had another option. Like these kids got options. We had to pay for somebody to do a resume for a job. Like if you wanted a job, these kids got ChatGPT.
Right.
Like there's certain things that they can do that we can't do. Now in our minds, they should know how to do it our way, even though they can do it another way. Just because you always got to have a backup plan. I just think they got too many options, too many opportunities that they just don't know how to filter it out.
Even along with that, it's the we don't want to hurt their feelings by telling them that they terrible at some shit. We played baseball, we played soccer. My ability to play baseball wasn't greater than my ability to learn martial arts. I had to not be good at something to find out I was good at something. And we just not challenging these kids when they not good at something.
Well, they get a participation award, so when we see that, we're like,
right. So when they terrible and they think that they have achieved greatness, they have mastered a skill, and they put it down and they never get any better at it. Or they keep going with all the participation trophies. Like I got 19 trophies from I was 6 to 18. Now you on this D1 university campus and you find out you are terrible. You are the 141st best player on this team.
And I believe that, and it's hard. Some parents, some teachers, some coaches, they have their favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So you already have these kids that are mentally not as strong because they don't want to fail. They think they're going to get a participation award. And then the ones that are working hard, and that's life, are not rewarded like the ones that had extra help.
Right.
So,
Personal trainers, academic interventionists,
or
all kind of shit.
it's the coach's son, or the teacher's son, or the professor's son, and your kid doesn't know that that's why you really lost.
Right. Oh, for sure. For sure.
That, you know, it's all types of stuff. But like she said, and you said it before, it's our generation, it's our gap that really did it.
Look, it's been a dope show. Shout out to B.Luv. I hate that she had to drop off because I wanted to give her time to speak. But y'all check her out. Bernadette B.Luv on IG. She does a lot of different podcasts. She has her own podcast. And then you can just tell she a dope individual to converse with. You feel me? Um, One to grow on, man. I know if you a black man and you got a white girl right now, you should be side eyeing her. Or side eyeing yourself. Go in the mirror and side eye yourself. Um, she might love you. She might be the cream to your coffee, and nothing crazy is gonna happen. Also, she might be a detriment to your life. What you got for the people?
Uh, Appreciate B.Luv coming on. When we started this podcast journey, she was one of our early guests, and we've been rocking with her. We've been on this grind for 5 years, 4 years, and she's been one of our people that, you know, whenever we call, she always comes on and supports us. So appreciate her. Once again, my brother said she has a lot of content. She does a lot of conversational podcasts, relationships, friendships, um, parenthood. She talks about everything. Dope individual, and she has a lot of dope guests. Check her out.
Absolutely, man. Look, it's the Hump Day Happy Hour. We got 2 more days to the weekend, man. I hope that you are covered, protected, and wherever you feel like what you doing, I hope that it's right for you. Um, the holidays are coming up. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. We may jump on for a quick second. We may not, but if not, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. I don't know any other holiday stuff. But love the people who love you back always, man. I'm Jay Walker III. That's Carolina Dirt. And till the next time, man, y'all be easy. We gone.